Hey guys, I want to do the one question on page 6. This question was originally given last year during the June Regents, and this question tore my students up. Most of my students missed this question. I think there were just a handful of students that got it right, and those students probably guessed. So I wanted to explain how you would do this. So let me go to my iPad. Yeah, so this question right here, it says when the equation x minus 1 divided by 2 minus a divided by 4 equals 3a divided by 4 is solved for x in terms of a, the solution is, okay? Now, this is definitely an equation, so that part is good, but it doesn't have one variable. It has an x and it has an a. So we can't use the graph it into f1 as a function and graph it into f2, the right hand side as a function, and then find the intersection because there are two variables. So that means we need to get rid of one of the variables. And so you're saying, well, how do you get rid of it? Well, here's what you should notice. And this is one of the things I've been harping on the whole time I've been making videos. Notice that the answer choices have the variable a in it. Every single one has the variable a in it. So basically what that means is, hey, maybe we can store a number in for a and then use that to help figure out what x is. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So very first thing you should do is before you can graph anything other than x, you got to have a number in that variable. So let me pull up my calculator. So I'm going to go to the home screen. The very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the value 8 or 5. So I'm going to store 5 and store it into the variable a and press enter. Now, once I've done that, this equation no longer just has two, it doesn't have two variables anymore. It only has one variable because this becomes the number 5 that I plugged in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do basically what I did before. I'm going to go and I'm going to enter as a function the left-hand side of the equation. So that's going to be control divide because I need a stack fraction. So that's going to be x minus 1 over 2. And then it's minus control divide. That's going to be a over 4. So I put 4 here, press enter. So basically when I plug in 5 for a, I get a linear function, and this is it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press tab and I'm going to enter the right hand side, which is basically just a fraction 3a over 4. And now I just press enter. And you can almost see the intersection. So I'm going to move this up here, move this down here. This right here is the intersection. So now all I'm going to do is something that we did before. I want to find the intersection. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go menu, analyze, intersection, start here, pull it here, and you can see that the intersection occurs where the x value is 11, the y value is 3.75. So basically the x is equal to 11. Now, so all I'm going to do is go back to the answer choices, and I'm going to key in the answer choices, and one of them should be equal to 11. So the very first one, I'm going to try control divide. This is going to be 3a over 2 plus 1 plus 1, press enter, and that's 17 over 2. And then I can go through all of them, but I'm going to go to the answer. So if I go 2a, which is choice number 4, 2a plus 1, you can see I get 11. So that would be our answer. So I would go here and I would circle this one. So let me go back through that. Whenever you are given an equation and it has more than one variable, you have to get rid of one of the variables. Now, before you just start choosing a number and storing, what you should do is look to see if the problem has any other information that you can use to store into the variable that you want to get rid of. In this case, it didn't. The other reason that I knew I should store a number is because the variables were in all of the answers. So that means that I needed to, I can store that number and kind of figure it out, which is what I did. All right, so I'm going to shut this down, stop, and post it.